So it's Wednesday, November 7th, and here's kind of what you're going to be doing today. You guys are going to actually do a lab today towards the end of class. So you just took your pretest. Hopefully it wasn't too stressful. It's a pretest. You haven't learned this stuff before, so hopefully you didn't stress too much about it. But now you're ready to move on to science stuff. So hopefully you brought with you a journal or a composition book. If not, just kind of do this stuff on a piece of paper, and then when you get one, maybe over the weekend or whenever you go school shopping again, you can just kind of glue it in there. Some of this stuff that we do is going to be glued into our journal, and then we're going to have other stuff that you're going to glue in there on Friday. So you want to make sure that you bring this with you every single day to class. So first things first, you guys are going to write down our first activity name and number. So in your journal, the first activity or lab that we're going to do is called Let's Get the Ball Rolling, and I want you to write down the essential question as well. Now, all of this information can be found on the document above this video. So in the overview document, it tells you exactly what to do step by step. So the same thing that I'm doing in this video is going to be on the document. Okay, so you want to set up your journal with the activity name, the number, and the essential question. Okay, the next thing that you guys are going to do is write down a bunch of vocabulary words. There's highlighters on your desk that you can use to highlight your vocab words, but these need to make sure that you're in your journal. They're in your journal. Okay, we're going to use these throughout the entire marking period, these words. So you want to make sure that they're in there. Now, once you're done copying down the vocabulary in your journal, the substitute is going to pass out a data table. And this is where you're going to collect all of your data for the lab for today. Okay, so once she gives you the data table, make sure that you glue it into your journal so that you don't lose it. Okay, and if you don't have a journal yet, just make sure you keep it in a safe place because you're going to need to use it tomorrow as well. Now, after you glue this into your journal, I want you to take a look at the documents underneath of here. It says lab setup, lab procedures document, and I want you to read through each of those things. This is how you're going to set up the lab and you're going to collect data for the lab. Now, the people that you're sitting with are going to be your group for this time. Every 2 weeks we switch seats, so in 2 weeks you're going to have a new group. Maya in seat number 33, you can just join whatever group. Sorry, you're back there, by the way. So anyway, you're going to glue this into your journal. You're going to look at the procedures, the setup videos, and then you guys are going to actually do the lab. So each basket on the side counter has a different group number on it. Just grab your basket, set up the lab, collect the data. So you should be able to get that done by the end of class. Now, if you run out of time and you have one more block left or whatever, don't worry about it. You can quickly do it the next day. Okay, but for today, the main thing is that you set up your journal, you write down the vocab, you watch the lab videos so you know what you're doing, and then you're going to go ahead and collect data with the lab. Now, make sure everything from the lab gets put back in the baskets so that the other class has everything that they need. Okay, so the golf balls, make sure you're not taking them, make sure you're not bouncing them like a basketball. They're golf balls, and we're only using them for the lab. When you guys put back your computers, make sure that you plug in your computers for my next class as well. Okay, so that's kind of the overview for today. Up on the smartboard should be an agenda about everything that you're supposed to accomplish. On the overview paper, again, step by step, exactly what you're supposed to be doing, what gets glued into your journal, what you need to be doing. It's all right there. So you may have to kind of double check back and forth to make sure that you're on the right track. But all this stuff should be done by today. So remember, be kind, be respectful to the substitute, be on your best behavior, and good luck.